Hey guys, thanks for logging on to another video. And here it is, the new Rolex GMT, the 126710 BLRO. And boy, is it a heartbreaker. The hype is totally worth it. I'm not even going to question whether is it hype or not. This watch deserves every bit of interest that it has. I had tried it on, obviously, maybe the day before I was to collect it. It was the Rolex, sort of the no movement version, and I fell in love instantly. And obviously, I was one of the very first people to get the call to come and collect the watch, but it took me a while to get there. So here it is, it's finally here, and I am in love. The bezel colors are just perfect. I know in the video you're going to see maybe a purple tinge and a pinky red here, but when I'm looking at it in direct light and not through the screen of my camera, what I'm actually seeing is a beautiful dark blue and a pinky red. The red certainly is not a vibrant, bright red like the previous 16710 Pepsi, but that was aluminum bezel, so this is ceramic, so that's justified. The blue, I know I was sort of worried that it's going to be like the ones in the pictures or on the videos online, but I don't think it is the case in reality. I wore this watch in various different lighting conditions, from dark to bright to direct sunlight to artificial light, and I've never seen this sort of purple color that you see on pictures online or on videos. I think it's just the way the camera sensors pick up the light. So most of the time when I'm looking at the blue, what I actually see is a very, very dark blue, almost a navy blue, and in darker light conditions it almost looks black, and it's just beautiful. The red does go from a pinky red to a kind of a bright red, but never as bright as the original GMT. So look, I really don't need to give this watch a big introduction. Everybody knows the GMT. It's a brilliant traveler's watch. You can set the GMT hand to whatever time zone you like on the GMT bezel, and have the standard hour and minute hand to your local time, or vice versa. You can also then have one of those hands set to GMT and then move the marker to whichever hand you prefer, and then just count forward or back if you know the GMT plus or minus number for the country that you're in. It's as simple as that. It's just ultra simple, really one of the most simple yet useful complications out there. So moving away from the complications, we need to talk about this bracelet. I had always admired the Jubilee bracelet. The fact that the Jubilee bracelet in most cases was combined with a fluted bezel of a Datejust or a Rolex day date made it a bit too sort of, hey, look at me for me. The Jubilee bracelet does have kind of, hey, look at me kind of appeal to it. That with the fluted bezel I thought was too much, but this, and with this case, just seems to work somehow. I can understand why people loved the old Pepsi with the Jubilee bracelet, or was it the Coke? I just love it. The way the watch balances on the wrist with this is lovely. The weight of the watch, again, I don't know what they've done, but it just feels different to the Submariner. I think the Sub is perfect for what it is, a big, chunky dive watch, and then the Daytona is perfect for what it is, a brilliant sports watch, and this just fits in between. It's got enough water resistance to go swimming in, and it's got good functionality to travel. This could very well replace my Sub as my travel watch. My sub will never leave my collection, but this could very well replace it as my travel watch. Although certain parts of the world I do not want to be wearing the blue-red Jubilee bracelet. I'll be just dying to have it stolen off my wrist. But forgetting that, I think this is one hell of a great watch. The clasp, perfect, the trusty oyster. And on the wrist, sorry that the camera angle really won't allow for a good wrist shot, but I will potentially do another video with a wrist shot later on. I'll give it a go now, actually. There you go. Just sits brilliantly on the wrist. Almost forgot to mention the movement of this watch, actually. +2, -2, and 70-hour power reserve. What more could you ask from a mechanical watch? 70 hours. If I was quite happy if a watch had more than 48 hours, because that would mean I could leave it off for a day and pick it up. But 70 hours, we're talking about immense possibilities. You could swap out 3 watches, come back to it, and it'll still be running. And I just think Rolex have hit a home run with this. Amazing movement, the most up-to-date movement, a brilliant bezel in a steel case, and a really nice, probably Rolex's most well designed. Well, I wouldn't say most well designed. The oyster is brilliant too, and the President is amazing. Rolex is very well known for this bracelet, and they do it well. So I think it's just a combination of all what Rolex does well in one package, and I think it's serious competition to every other watch out there. People are probably going to comment saying, what about the prices? Well, I paid retail for this, but I do think that it is worth paying a bit over retail. Just if you really wanted to have this watch, I probably would. After seeing it, I think it is worth more than the retail price. Although, if you could pay retail and wait a couple of years and just get it, I would probably do that. If you did want to maybe just buy the Tudor GMT, wear that till your Rolex comes into stock, and then sell the Tudor. There you go. Problem solved. So, enough rambling. Brilliant watch. Highly recommend it. Don't overthink the bezel colors. It looks strange on camera, but in reality, the blue and the red just works. The Jubilee works. Take my word for it. It's a brilliant watch. It's unfortunate that the waiting times are very long, and most people will have to wait a long time, but it's worth it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do hit like and do subscribe. And even though I don't upload too often, I do interact on the comment section. So leave your comments and questions below. And if you do want any more content, do let me know in the comments. Thanks.